Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Hey y'all. I am LaShonda Hollins, founder of Hollins Speaks, and today I'm going to be talking with my sister about domestic violence. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes and see if anybody jumps on. Also wait for my guest speaker to jump on. Hope you guys are having a good evening, and we're just going to take a few minutes and give people some time to jump on, because I am right on time, which is rare because I am never on time for anything. So let's wait and see. My husband's on, so that's nice. Hey, Tootie. We are waiting and letting some other people jump on. I don't even think my guest speaker has jumped on yet, so we are going to wait a couple more minutes just to give her some time to jump on, and then I'll do my little piece that I normally do, and then we'll go from there. It says I have a few people jumping on. I don't have, I can't really see who that is, but hey y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. So I'm going to, while I'm giving my sister time to jump on, I am going to go ahead and get started, because I want to make sure that she has enough time to discuss everything that she wants to discuss. Hey y'all, I see some more people jumping on. So exciting. Thank y'all for being here. So I'm going to jump right in. I want to talk a little bit about domestic violence. I first want to share with you all what domestic violence entails. A lot of people think that domestic violence is just hitting, it's just punching. That is not all domestic violence is. And so I want to share that with you. Domestic violence is physical violence. So it is the punching and the hitting and the kicking and the slapping. That is part of domestic violence. But domestic violence is also sexual violence. It's also threats. It's also emotional and psychological abuse. So being constantly talked down to, being belittled, all of these things are forms of intimate partner violence. And so it's important to be able to recognize those signs. I want to share some statistics with you, because domestic violence is an epidemic. It's an epidemic that we're not talking about, and it's another epidemic that people are living through and suffering through alone, because unfortunately with domestic violence, there tends to come isolation. And someone who is going through that is typically isolated, and they feel embarrassed and they feel ashamed. And so they're not talking to anybody about it, not even some of their closest family and friends. So listen to some of these statistics, because it's going to show you what this epidemic looks like. So 1 in 4 women experience severe intimate partner violence. So that's 1 in 4 women. Look around. You're always around 3 other women. So, statistics show that one of you are likely to have experienced some type of physical violence. 1 in 3 women have experienced any type of physical violence. It doesn't have to be severe. So it can be pushing, shoving, fighting, the aggressiveness. 1 in 3 women have experienced some form. 1 in 7 women have been injured by an intimate partner. And this is something that is very, very frightening. If your partner has a gun, any kind of firearm, your chances of femicide, that means your chances of dying at the hands of somebody that is supposed to love you, goes up 400%. 400%. And so that is major. And so I want to make sure that women are aware of what this looks like. And a lot of people are wondering what can they do, what can I do for someone who is going through something like this. Well, one, you can be a listening ear. They always need to have someone to talk to, and you want to do it without judgment. Because there are so many reasons, there are so many things going on. And so listening and being there without judgment is so important, because if there is judgment, you will never get that person to talk to you again. So keep that in mind. Be a resource for them. So anytime you come across anything that is in regards to domestic violence, or is related to domestic violence, you share that with them, you provide that to them, so that they have something that they can lean back on when they are ready to leave a situation like that. Also, you recognize the signs, the black eyes, the bruises, the wearing winter clothes in the summer, things like that. You know, it sounds cliche, but it's true, and those are signs of domestic violence. So those are some things that you can do, and it's affecting 1 in 3 women, 1 in 4 women. So look around you. Somebody is experiencing it, and it's up to us to be there for them and to speak up for them, and support them. So that's my little spiel on domestic violence. That's my education piece. I want you guys to take that and in your day-to-day life. And now I want to figure out how to invite my sister, because she says she's on. So give me just a second. I am super duper proud of her. Not just for everything that she's gone through, but I know that this is so hard for her. She's been really nervous, so we're going to make her feel welcome. So hold on just a second. Bear with me. Thanks, guys. I'm trying to see if I can start talking something else. Can't hear you or something. Yeah. Okay, a little bit better. What do you want to do?
Okay, let me get off the
Figure out where the noise comes from. We get Facebook Live.
I know, but I don't know how to
Thank
see.
y'all for being here. Out I can see that.
Okay, but ain't nobody around me.
All right, guys.
Is that better?
That's much better. Well, it was. I don't know anymore.
I don't hear anything.
Is anybody watching? Let me know.
Nobody's phone. I'm the only one on the phone.
No. Out there. Somebody let me know what you can hear. Okay. I'm gonna hang up one more time. I can hear that way.
Okay.
And then still static. Sorry, guys, we're letting her jump on really quick. We're having some technical difficulties. Unfortunately, Facebook is making us sound very, very staticky. So we're going to see. Hey, Veronica. So we're going to see if we can get her to jump back on. And maybe let's pray the technical difficulties are gone. Let's see. I'm adding her, y'all.
Is that better?
Better, it's better. And then it goes.
Yes, I hear it. I don't know what it is. It's like you breaking up.
Do you have an earpiece?
Yeah, I got an earpiece, but I'm having
Well, any
Let me connect my earpiece.
Hey, Jennifer. Thank y'all for jumping. I'm so sorry we're having difficulties. Are you able to hear us? Veronica says she's Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
is that better?
Oh my gosh, that's much better. We should have did that in the first place. Okay.
Oh my. Well, excuse me.
All right. So, let's so sorry guys, but we are getting started now. So without further ado, here's my sister Nikki May, and she is going to be sharing with you a little bit about her story. And if you do have any questions or anything like that, definitely type them in the bottom. I can see them, and we can definitely ask her those questions. So, sister, if you want to just kind of jump right in.
Okay. Hello, everyone. As most of you know who I am, um, why am I repeating myself?
I don't know. Just keep talking. I can hear you fine.
Okay. Um, as most of you know, a lot of you don't, that I'm a domestic violence survivor. Um, I was in a relationship with a guy for about 8 years. Um, about a year in, he started hitting me. He started hitting me with objects, slapping me, um, punching me, um, all type of physical activity. Um, it's kind of hard to talk about, and I'm ashamed. I know I shouldn't be because a lot of women go through this daily, but it's help out there, so you don't have to stay in those type of situations. Um, I was kidnapped during this relationship from my family's yard. I was taken, beat with the butt of the gun, with my children in the car. Um, I jumped out. That's the only reason he stopped. I ran through the woods and he shot at me. He shot at me. That was the breaking point. Even though we weren't together at the time, it was still physical because that was my kid's father. I just put it out there like that. You know,
Yeah.
um, it was very difficult, a very difficult situation. Once he shot at me and I got help, that was the end of it. I never went back. And I hated him, to be honest. I had to ask the Lord to show me and guide me the way. you know. So I just want other women to know that you don't have to go through this situation. I know you're embarrassed, you're ashamed, because I was, and to this day I still am. It's embarrassing, but it's help. You don't have to stay in this situation. Women are losing their lives. You know, you have some men that are in domestic violence relationships as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's help available. People love you. People love you. So get out of it.
Well, you have nothing to be ashamed of, sister, and I am proud of you for sharing your story. And I will say that I remember the night that you were kidnapped from the yard. And one of the things that you and I have discussed is that you never shared with us that he actually shot at you. So the first time
Hmm.
that I heard that he actually shot to kill you was
Yes,
when we started talking about doing this video. And so I want to say that I'm just very proud of you for sharing. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can't hold yourself responsible for any other person's actions in the way that they behave, and so you just have to keep that in mind. There is something that I did not share earlier that I want to share now. It, um, every day 3 women die um, due to domestic violence. So every single day in the United States, 3 women lose their lives at the hands of an intimate partner, someone that they love. And so knowing that someone shot at you and that could have been you, um,
yes,
definitely
most definitely.
hit and definitely makes me sad that that was something, you know, that we couldn't get you out of course. So I
Yes,
do I do applaud you for talking about this and for being open, and just know that you are strong and courageous for doing this.
yes. Because I was very nervous, to be honest, everyone. I'm still a little nervous now, but I think a lot of women need to know there's help available. You don't have to go through this. That's not love. If they saying they love you and they hate you, they don't love you. Get out. Women are losing
Yeah.
their lives daily,
Hmm.
you know,
And you know,
and it's
I don't.
sad.
Yeah. And I'm not here to, tell anybody else's story, but I will say that, domestic violence is something that we've seen
Mm-hmm.
over the years
Mm.
in our family, with some of the people that we love and that are close to us. And so this topic is very, very close to my heart um, because we have family members that are experiencing it, have experienced it, have been shot, and left for dead. And so it's
Most
a
definitely.
serious, serious issue. It's an epidemic, and like I said, women are dying. And as you mentioned before, there are men who are also at risk of
Mm-hmm.
domestic
Being
violence,
abused. Yes.
not prevalent as women, but there are, and so it's important to make sure that we shine a little light there as well. Um, Anything else that you want to say, sister? Um, I know this was hard, so and I know that it's scary to put some
Most
information like this
definitely.
out,
Yes.
but
Yes.
nobody can shame you for telling your story and sharing your truth. So that is your story and that's your truth, and nobody can take that away from you. Okay. All
Yes.
right. um so you'll probably go back and read the comments, but Auntie Pauline said that you are a survivor, you are strong, and thank you for sharing.
You are welcome. And ladies, if a man is putting his hands on you, please get out. It's not worth your life.
That's true. All right. Well, sister, if you don't have anything else, we are done. We're going to jump off. If you missed the beginning of the video. I would like for you to watch that back. I did share some very, very important statistics just about the domestic violence epidemic and how many women are affected yearly, and so on. So I would definitely like for you to go back and read that. In the middle, we had some technical difficulties, but other than that, definitely go back and watch. And we appreciate y'all, and thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, sister.
Bye bye. Love you.
Love you too.